We're Negroes, the podcast where we take a colorful look at life, diversity, and the game of golf from the other side of the green. Over the next hour and change, you will hear explicit golf barbershop talk penetrating your ear. Enjoy. Please note, this is a warning for explicit content. If you don't like what you hear, find another podcast, bitches.
Spell Negro.
Rich Negroes. On the line, we're Negro.
Yes, indeed. The Negroes are back. We're back in the building. We had a little technical difficulties last week. I know you missed us. A lot of people have been making comments. Hey, what happened? We had some technical difficulties. Mitch's MacBook blew up in the middle of the show, but we're going to salvage it, and we have something special coming for you guys also from that show. But we have a great show for you today. This show is called Right in the Gooch. And so we have our normal castmates here. As I said, I'm Mitch. And we have the mayor, the man, the myth, the legend. He's probably got the old bitch out there at the honky tonk. What's happening, Marcus?
What's happening, y'all? Well, it's a little late. It's almost about bedtime way out here on the Central Clock Time.
So she done ate her meal and she's in bed already, huh?
Yeah, she back there waiting on me.
How tall is she?
She's about 2 inches too tall to be a little person. But,
You a fool. Po coming out the door.
Wow. And then that voice you just heard, amen. He's our resident Yankee fan, San Diego player from the Himalayas. We got Booger himself.
My name is Biz Marquis.
It's a nipple.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on? I ain't got no nasty shit today. Just saying peace. Hoping y'all doing okay.
What?
Okay.
Yes.
What?
I'm only saying that because I got this new nut cream.
And pan the room real quick. Ain't no female over there holding a gun.
Nah.
No crazy Booger.
Look, even Titan looked like something wrong. He was like,
attention. Yeah, he is looking like this.
Right.
I got this. You got to get this new nut cream. It cools your nuts. It makes you smell good all the time. It's cool.
Whoa.
It makes you feel good.
Nice. He done changed his whole profile.
It's just like wearing lotion, but it's specially made for the nut sack.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, it cools your
Summer's approaching.
Exactly. Hot boy
Put the
season.
powder down and get
Yeah,
the cooling
man.
lotion.
What you got? You want some extra small shorts on this summer?
I don't wear drawers, so got to keep it all
Oh.
fresh and clean.
Well, all right, man.
Man.
Whoa.
The
Moving
other
on.
player from
See you guys next week. Thank you.
You know drawers ain't good for
So
you.
it's over.
Drawers are not good for you. They keep your sheet heated up and you lose your sperm count. It's not good for you.
I don't need no more
I don't
kids.
need no more kids.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
good.
come on.
Well, I've been fit, so I ain't got to worry about that.
Then why you even
I wasn't broken, but
TMI, man?
gracious, Chachi, the player out here that is wearing drawers. We got our cousin Chachi.
you all know my yes, I am, and I do not have to worry about my sperm count. I got my kids. But what up? I'm feeling good because spring is in the air. So yes, good times.
Nice. And then we got Redbone Jones himself, the light-skinned Nino Brown. Man, he might have been the light-skinned character sitting next to Nino, but Suge would not let him stab him in the hand, man. We got Suge. What's happening, Suge?
No, you tried to stab me in the hand. We're going to have some furniture moving in this motherfucker.
Redbone Jones. and Rambo Jones on this bitch.
Rambo Jones.
No draws, Jones.
No draws.
I feel bad for
I feel bad for your pants.
I feel bad for Sugar and Chachi when we don't have any pink toes on here because they outnumbered us purebreds.
Oh man, come on. Good Lord.
Yeah.
You ain't as purebred as you think, man.
Oh, I am.
Everybody got somebody in their closet.
We still the Libras.
We ain't gonna lie though. My daughter ain't purebred though.
Chachi and I make one of each.
Can I get an honorary mulatto membership?
Nah, bro.
Marcus, you do
58. You
do look light skinned
no
today.
honorary.
Yo, the light in there makes you look light skinned.
Brightness on them, so
Yeah.
you join
Look
our side
brighter today.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
It's with bleach.
He said bleach. Trying to get his Michael Jackson on. He got Villalago.
Goodness gracious.
Looking good, Lewis.
That's the hair thing, right?
Should give us a rundown of what we're going to talk about today. Then we'll get to it.
As we always do, man, we're going to get into the golf news of the week. We'll talk about last week's Zurich tournament, the Chevron Championship, in the what was this one again? The Adelaide. Yeah. The Adelaide from the live perspective. We ain't got no live haters on here today either, so that's different. It's going to be a different show. This week's Mexican Open at Vedanta. And
Vedanta.
Did I say that one wrong too? Vedanta.
A couple of people may have stayed there.
I put
the show.
Yeah, we got.
Did you really?
I've stayed in Vedanta before.
I've played there in both of them.
Was it worth it?
Yes, it was.
Was it okay?
Was it worth talking about to say it?
Vedanta, man. I said it wrong. Fuck it, man. Vedanta. There you go.
You always do it. I try to leave it alone.
I'm looking between like 4 different screens here, man. So I got to keep going back and forth. So hey,
the word is only on one screen.
Man, fuck all of y'all. We're getting the whole 19. You are now a member. So you be talking about what groups you would be in. So anything R&B, anything hip hop. So think about that, fellas. While we're getting
Vedanta Vallarta. Let's hear about it, brother.
All right, you might hear me get from a group from down from there.
Oh shit!
What are we hating on? Our weekly segment, and then our gigging golf song of the week. Hate it or love it. Yes. I'll just say that it took a long time to get to the song.
Yes, it did. I do.
I was like, what the fuck, man? But yeah, let's get into that motherfucking news.
All right, here we go.
Welcome to the Negro Golf News.
Hey, man. Old Tiger Man then had a surgery on his ankle, and the doctor says that after this surgery, he'll be walking pretty much close to normal and should be able to compete at a high level. What say you about Tiger getting surgery? Because it's obvious probably won't see him at any majors the rest of this year is what my guess is. So what say you?
Nah, man. Nah.
Tired of it. I'm over Tiger.
Let it go.
See it, dog.
I'm over Tiger. Just stop.
You don't get better as you get older. It might help him a little bit. I mean, so he can go out there and play.
He's doing too much.
I know he says he doesn't want to go out there and just be a figurehead like Jack and Arnold would be, but I think he will do that a little bit. I think for PGA purposes, and it'll allow him to do that. But as a competition, he's done.
So why didn't he? If this was an available option, why didn't he do it before now? That would be my question.
Well, the article said the arthritis developed after that other surgery. So
what he had, the surgery he had for that arthritis, the pain that he's talking about, I've had because I've strained that area of my ankle before, and the shit is bad. Like you can't stand on the incline. If you would just like step up to a curb and catch it with your toes and your foot go like that shit feel like somebody tried to pull your shit off. It hurts bad. So I've had that pain that they're talking about he got the surgery for. I just strained mine. I didn't need, like, it wasn't like arthritic. It was just a strain in that area. But it hurts. That shit hurts.
Also, I thought it was more than just his ankle too. Like there's that leg has got multiple issues.
No, the pain he was going through was it's that area between the heel and the ankle bone.
Bruh. Chachi just said he didn't want to come out and be like Jack and all them. But he's
doing
been that for the last couple of times he's played.
I think
no one's expected him to win any tournament. And he proves that because every time he comes out there, he might be down in the first day, okay, the second day might do a little better. But after that, no one's expecting him like, okay, Tiger's back. No.
But I think he still thinks he can come back.
The best thing he can do is just dedicate his time and energy into Charlie.
Yes.
That's the best thing he can do. He can be the best coach for his son.
Yeah, and we all know that sports mentality from playing like, I still got it when you don't got it.
No, but I disagree.
So why wouldn't so like I'm just gonna ask y'all a question, man. So if he's struggling to play a lot of tournaments on the PGA Tour, could he go to the Champions Tour and maybe play less tournaments so he could be ready to play in majors?
He said he wanted to win all majors. He said he wanted to win all majors. To win a major in the championship tour would be great because he's won it as a junior in the PGA and winning the championship. So why not just go? But he's trying to fight it. It's pride. But we all know that male pride.
And I actually do hope that he does change his mind and assume that mantle of the face of golf, because I think it would really help to keep continuing his legacy of diversifying the game. If the face of the game, even as an old person, is a colored person, that's a good thing from my perspective. So I hope he does change his mind from that perspective. Kind of like how he lightened up after he came back from getting divorced and all of that. So hopefully he keeps evolving in that way and keeps giving back to the game in that way.
I was Mr. Tiger Woods. If it was Marcus, I would go over there and say, for $10 billion, I'll be the ambassador of your live league for $10 billion.
Well, they've already offered him at least one.
Yeah, I need 10. And I think them arrogant motherfuckers would pay him 10 billion.
No.
Well, also, I mean, that you got the Sim League. You got the Sim League as well. And if that's the way into the future, maybe that's the bridge that he takes. You know, him and Rory with that Sim League. Maybe that gets
what's the wave of the future? Sim League?
I'm saying for the young people, that's the transition to get young people involved in golf, and then they take it to the next step. Yeah. You know, out into because golf courses, they ain't gonna get more golf courses. Land over time is becoming more and more value. Golf courses go away.
Yeah, you're actually probably going to lose golf courses because of the water issue.
Well, water and housing.
Yeah. Why would you? But Sims is not going to, because either way, you have to go through, unless you're talking like elementary school, because high school has their course they're always going to play on, or they'll find a course. No, college, you have your course.
Golf is not popular in high school, at least not in San Diego.
If you don't get them in elementary school, you're not getting them.
But
and
Sim will.
Not going to do it.
Sim will give people the opportunity. You don't got to pay all that money.
It's like
Sim golf, you have to pay his real golf.
But it's, and I don't even think it really matters where the school is. To me, golf is like tennis. It requires money. It's like ballet. It requires money. It's not about, well, let's put a golf team at this school, that school, the other. It's money. It's an expensive sport to keep up with, and you won't excel and go to the next level unless you spent the money to get there. You got to pay to play.
Open the door and expose you to it, but that's it. Then you got to find the money, find the opportunity after that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully Tiger can get it together.
Would Tiger be Tiger if he came up through a school without coming up through Elroy? Would he be? You know what I mean? To his dad?
No, I don't mean. I don't think so.
No, because his dad pushed him to be that way.
He might be really good, but I don't think he'd be the same.
Yeah. It was his dad's pushing, his dad's heart. His dad being hard on him.
And he had money.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like Serena and Venus. Would they be who they were if it wasn't for their dad pushing them the way they were?
No.
Exactly.
But they spent a lot of money. And then once they got to a certain level in that sport,
other people started paying that money.
They got rid of that nigga. Is what they did.
They spent a lot of money on beads too. Don't forget that.
What? Okay, stop. We went from the N word to the white section with the beads.
That's the N word is the title of our show. The N word is in the title of the show.
I got you, but Suge came with the white side of him talking about the beads, mad at the beads.
Come on, man. I had cousins with beads.
White side.
What's that have to do with? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like black people, I got a cousin who's black.
I'm with you on that, Dom. That came across real bad.
Exactly. I got cousins with beads.
You sound like George Bush. My
Does it
family's
look
a
like I ever
Mexican.
have beads?
Yeah.
You said I got my family's black. You said I got
Yeah.
cousins with
He
beads.
said,
Yeah,
he
my
said,
cousin
friend that's
beans,
black.
man. Because
Yeah,
you look at
light-skinned.
you don't see no hair on my head.
he said you light skinned, you only get to say nigga 10 times a month.
Well, I use mine up in this podcast.
But I can say cracker like 10 times too. So
Y'all have you can just say cracker all you want.
cracker ass,
But,
cracker.
man, I'm tired of seeing Tiger go out there and just.
Yeah.
To me, it's failure. From
It
what
is.
I'm tired of seeing.
Oh, I don't know if I could call it failure, man.
It's failure when you've been this high and you're right here trying to get back to that high when you know you don't have it.
It's failure because he's not finishing. He's not finishing rounds. He's not finishing golf.
I agree. But now if we took that tact, then we would have never saw him win that Masters. Because he would have quit before then. Because he was failing before then.
But now he's being everything he said he wasn't going to be.
But he thinks he can still get back to that point. And maybe he's right. We don't know.
I think we got to see it.
I feel like he's not going to do it, but he still feels like he can.
I say let's see it.
That's a lot to ask for.
What are we going to say after? Okay, so if this don't work and they be like, oh, well, he got surgery on his meniscus again.
Champions.
What are we going to say then? There's nothing you can do to destroy his legacy as a player.
I'm just saying, if we keep on saying, and that I agree with that, but how many more surgeries we got to go through?
I'm with you.
Set down. So just sit it down.
And how many can your body take? Like how many? I'm honestly, how many surgeries do you think that man has had?
But that's his choice.
A lot.
Over 100?
No,
not that much.
He's had like 12, 13.
Find out. I mean, I bet you some little
keep fighting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Taking that man's
a lot on your body, man.
What's he fighting for, though?
His own internal success. He feels like he's got something to prove.
He wants another major, man.
He feels like he's got to prove it.
He wants another major that he can. That he's gone through all this adversity, and that he can come back one more time in this state of Tiger and reinvent himself. I think that's
what Jack when he got his
surgeries. He's had
how
8
old
surgeries.
was Jack when he got his latest? Wasn't he in his 50s?
Yeah, he did. Good point, Judge.
Well,
But
I mean,
you didn't have 8 surgeries either.
No, but you got to give Tiger that opportunity if he wants it. He's earned it.
I'll put it to you
do whatever he wants. It's just sad to watch sometimes.
How many times have you
seen it is very sad to watch.
How many times have you guys seen a football player? Now, football players go through a lot worse injuries or whatever, right? But they're able to come back from catastrophic things.
No, Name one.
Saquon.
Willis McGahee.
Name
one football player who's come back from 8 surgeries.
Frank Gore came back from 2.
Willis McGahee, dude.
Alex Smith.
Did you not see Willis
8
McGahee?
surgeries.
8. Willis McGahee, dude. His knee exploded.
He didn't have 8 surgeries.
So
look it
Alex
up
Smith.
and see how many he had.
Yeah, he had a lot.
Alex Smith, he came back.
Alex Smith had a lot.
8. No one's.
Well,
Mark Schlereth.
A random number out there in terms of how many surgeries, but I mean,
we're talking about a different. He asked how many surgeries he had. He said 20 something. I was like, no.
We're talking about from a catastrophic injury coming and bouncing
I'm just saying,
back.
it can happen.
Yeah, and
do you feel like Tiger's rushing it each time as well?
Okay, sure. You think Tiger's going to win another major?
No, I don't.
How old is Tiger?
What's the conversation about then?
How old is he?
We're talking about what is his drive? Like, what is he doing this for?
44, 45?
Jack won his last one when he's 46.
Was it 46? Okay, I thought he was 50 something.
So he's about to break that threshold.
What about Phil? Didn't he just win one?
Yeah, but Phil hasn't gone through none of this shit.
That's true.
Phil's surgery come from his wife.
He wasn't as good as Tiger either.
Phil came in second in the Masters.
That's what I'm saying.
He's still competing, and he's competing at a higher level than Tiger right now.
Right.
And hasn't had any surgeries.
You give Tiger a couple of years, get healthy, let's see what he does.
I think a lot of people are hopeful.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on it.
I think a lot of people are hopeful. I would love to see Tiger win another major. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people are riding on that and making excuses for what may not happen.
Right.
Tiger's 47.
Will not happen.
Tiger's 47.
47. And we'll see what happens. Let's give it to him. We'll see if he has enough willpower to power through that. But speaking of wills, Will Ferrell, super funny. He's played in all kind of movies. It's hilarious. But he is tackling the game of golf with a parody on, basically they're saying the LIV split and the PGA split. So what say you about Will doing this? Are you guys watching?
Yes.
Will Ferrell came up with the name of the podcast, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's funny we talking about him, but that's when the intro.
That was Martin Lawrence.
No, the intro. Will Ferrell did that with who was it? Kevin Hart. Him and Kevin Hart in the movie.
Martin Lawrence did in Bad Boys. Can I borrow some brown sugar? Can I borrow some brown sugar? That's what we all
need. Like, Negroes. That wasn't Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart.
It was, but we all get it from Martin.
Well, Well, either way,
he's making a
You're My Boy Blue, and
it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's
good. Yeah, Will Ferrell's funny as shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny. He's turned every movie that he's done about some kind of sport or a competitive nature. Mm-hmm. He's turned into something funny.
And he like the way that he brings in a lot of people that he's worked with previously, and they have a lot of good chemistry. So like he was on Eastbound and Down. So I'm sure you might see a lot of those characters in this new show. Which that show was fucking comedy. So
Eastbound and Down, you damn right it was.
That shit was hilarious, dude. Comedy, man. Like
when he was talking about the plums, he said, "I can feel it in my plums."
Feel it damn in your plums.
That shit had me out.
Growing.
Shout out to him. Looking forward to that. Hey, let's get to some golf though, some real golf. Hey, the Zurich Classic happened over this past weekend. It was a grouping thing, and Hardy and Riley for the win. I know no one on last week's show chose those two. Anyone remember their pairings that they had? And
I wasn't on, but I had told Boog that I thought Thigala and Sue might do something, but I think they ended up in the 20-something or other.
I had Keith Mitchell and Sung J M.
Oh, they did all right. They did pretty well.
Yeah, I had Colin and Homa.
That's what I had.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys like that format? Because I felt like I tried to watch it, and I kept, this is going to be cool. It's going to be cool. And it just, and then I'm thinking about how they're getting rid of the match play, and I'm like, man, I wish they'd get rid of this and keep the match play instead,
Did it seem like an exhibition to y'all?
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
That's not this Turner. You're talking about another tournament that was on.
Well, it seemed like an exhibition to me. I watched both. I watched both. The other side Liv seemed like it looked like it was fucking waste management out that motherfucker.
Yes, indeed, it did.
I think the match play would be better if they changed how they pick the pairs. Like there needs to be stronger pairs that actually give people something to watch that's really competitive. Put two bangers.
They don't make it to that level. That's the problem.
Yeah. There's a few big names in this one, but there wasn't like any big names.
I'm not saying about this one.
I'm not saying in this one. I'm just saying if you want to continue match play, make it worth our while and pair the big people together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
they're supposed to. They're supposed to, but the big people lose too soon because they're ranked and they have to win through those first couple rounds. But they've fallen off. But I think you're right. But they didn't have the big names in this partner one. I mean, you had Xander
and Cantley,
and they came back at the end to get back in it. But otherwise,
that's because Xander kept yelling at Cantley to hurry the fuck up.
You need to. Dude, slow.
Well, they're getting rid of it. I know they're not getting rid of anything in Live yet, but they're getting rid of something in the PGA. Wow. So
Liv should jump on that and get the match play going.
Yep,
that's
then it won't look like an exhibition.
Wow, shooting them shots. I like it. Before we get to the Vedanta, before everyone goes down there, make sure you use sunscreen, and no one better than For Your Eyes Only Aesthetics for the sunscreen. So let's hear about it.
Hey, golfer gals and gents. This is Ashley Knight, founder and owner of For Your Eyes Only Aesthetics. Plan on hitting the links? Then you need sunscreen. 80% of all skin aging comes from the sun. So protect yourself while you're on the green with Image Skincare, available only through a trusted esthetician like me. When I'm outdoors, my go-to sunscreen is the Prevention Plus Daily Ultimate Protection Moisturizer, SPF 50. A friend of this podcast is a friend of mine. So enter coupon code Don't Be Alarmed at checkout and you will receive 20% off your order. Again, enter coupon code Don't Be Alarmed at checkout to receive 20% off all orders. You can find us at www.youreyesonlyaesthetics.com. Again, that's www.youreyesonlyaesthetics.com.
And shout out to the Bard for that. Hey man, if they had to have a spelling bee and you had to spell aesthetics, how many of y'all is getting through that?
Out.
I'm out.
Probably not.
Bitch, I can't even spell croissant right all the time.
Oh yeah, I'll fuck up on croissant too.
Just spell it how it sounds at the moment.
Actually, next week that gave me an idea. I'm gonna find some golf terms, and we're gonna have a spelling bee for the 19th.
Stop that shit real quick.
We're gonna do
Well,
that.
have a chance.
Yeah, gonna be
it's
like
gonna be a
four
good time.
FOUR.
Gonna be
Look at my monitor now.
Gonna be on camera.
Nowadays with spell check on everything, I think everybody's screwed.
Mhm.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
here- that's the worst part about being a teacher because you be up on the board about to write a word and you start freezing because you're like, ooh.
Hey, that's when you turn around and ask them.
I do. I'd be like, yo.
Johnny,
You
get
scribble
your
it out. You
Yeah.
scribble it out.
Johnny,
Like,
Johnny, get your ass up here and spell albatross for me.
Pop quiz.
Come on up here.
And you know what? Fuck that. Spell check be fucking up too. I be asking people how they doing, and I be calling them a hoe.
Yeah. I feel that. Hey, Suge, tell us what's happening in Vedanta, Vallarta. What's going on there?
Oh man, this is the Mexican Open down there, and so it's gonna be, there's gonna be some hot ass weather. So like E said, hopefully y'all ready for that sun out there, because them once you take them baseball caps off or them golf caps off, it looks bad.
There's gonna be some scenery down there.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Gonna be a lot of that.
Booty shorts and bathing suits.
Par 71, yardage of 7,456 yards. The purse is $7.7 million. So let's talk about this field, man. It's not really loaded, but there's a couple of names.
Players.
There's
a couple key players
and,
out there.
and their
That's
favorite
it.
at the top. But
I'm taking John Rahm.
I got John Rahm, my second pitch Finau.
I'm going Finau then. I mean,
hey, and I ain't gonna lie, I had John Rahm and Finau also.
Yeah. I don't even know who some of these other dudes are.
I'm taking John Rahm because he can
Well, I
speak
mean, we
Spanish.
got Cam Champ in there.
I don't know why y'all taking him. I'm only taking John Rahm because he can speak Spanish.
Does anybody know who Kevin Tway is?
Yes.
yeah, I remember him. He ain't won a long ass time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Won whatever.
And you could take a chance on him. He's plus
Brandon moves in it.
1,000.
Brandon moves in at the young kid. Luke List, garbage. Sorry. He's better than me, but still garbage. Cam Champ is in it. He's won before, but no big time.
Katayama in there? Is that guy in there?
No.
He's pretty. He's coming on. I like him.
Gary Woodland's there. I mean, he.
But
he
this just exposes the lack of depth in the PGA, especially
Because they changed that whole.
They have them funneled to these 17, 22, however many tournaments they all
it's
go
a
to.
bad weekend of golf.
It's not fun watching. Sorry.
You're gonna have more people.
Sounds like another
exhibition
to me.
Wow.
You're gonna have more people working on their own golf games than watching golf.
2 weeks in a row exhibition.
From a PGA perspective. Good thing there's live tournaments.
In fact, I'm not gonna waste my time picking anybody in this. I don't pick exhibition matches.
What's gonna happen when PGA sees their ratings? I mean, what's gonna be their next move?
It's gonna be a problem.
Because
I wonder what their ratings were last week.
It'll be
boring.
interesting.
People probably watched last week because of the pairing. Like
I watched Thursday. I watched Thursday, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even gonna lie. I watched Live, and I was watching the ladies. The ladies was actually pretty exciting.
And the ladies, yes. And me and E was talking about the Live, so we both watched it.
I didn't watch it. I did something more fun with my time, and I read Catcher in the Rye.
Okay. Y'all right over there, Marcus?
Huh?
Y'all right over there?
Yeah, like, what's going on?
You know that book's like in all the serial killers read that book, right?
Need a
Where did the
PlayStation.
ducks go in the winter?
He had to watch that. He read that and To Kill a Mockingbird. You know, in Oklahoma, in the backwoods.
I was on XFL and USFL. I was just like,
Yeah, XFL's not bad. I can't hate. It's actually been fun watching. Actually,
They get into their championship stuff now.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
because
speaking
people
of
don't
the
get traded.
ladies, we got the Chevron Championship, and Lilia Vu got the win. And I don't know if y'all saw this or not, but there were snakes and alligators all over that motherfucker out there. And they jumped in the pond and kept the tradition. I don't know if I'm doing that shit.
No.
With the snakes and alligators, bro?
Just get in there real quick and get out.
Bro.
Yeah, should you say get in there and get out? Because you just so fast in the water to an alligator and a snake.
That's his white side talking.
I'm just getting out.
My bad. You right, Marcus. You right, Marcus.
Hey,
you know what?
I'm 51% black, so I already know that.
My white cousin had an alligator once, just like braids and beads.
Hey, you see, as long as I'm quicker than what happened to Chubbs, man.
He said, get in and get out.
Be like, hey, man, we found the hand. We found your hand, Chubbs.
Hey, raise your hand if any of y'all are jumping in that.
Raise your hand, shoot.
I think I would.
Okay, that's one.
I think I would. I win the tournament, and that's the tradition.
Y'all see that new commercial with Chubbs in it, though?
Yeah, that's dope.
You got live and bullshit fucked up.
Just saying, man.
Now, did you read the article, though, about the Chevron, though? How they they changed the cut from 70 to 65, so fewer people make the cut, but they were giving out more money at the bottom, and then they even gave some unofficial money to help other people that had traveled out there. That was dope right there.
Yeah.
They're trying trying to help promote the game.
Sure, with that jump in the water. Sure, with that jump in the water, you change your name. You going back to your white name is Chip.
Oh, that's my name. That's
your name is Chip when you talk white shit.
That's his nickname. Chip.
This is This is when I'm going to talk like this. Okay, my name, Chip is here.
I don't even have that white voice. I don't even know what you're talking about. But for Vu and the second place person, it was talking about how they made like $3,000 last year, and now they made like 700 or whatever in 500 respectively.
It's just
we've been talking about this for a long time, man. But the women play a very competitive style of golf, man, and they deserve to be paid.
Yeah,
and
it's funny because
in this case,
it's funny because like I can say, okay, the WNBA don't get paid because they have no following and sponsorship like that. So the NBA picks them up. The women's PGA has following and sponsorship. They just not putting enough money out.
Not enough money.
They're not. Right. WNBA is losing money every year, so they have to be picked up by the NBA. But the PGA is women's PGA is making money every year. They're just not putting enough money out there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shout out to them. Hey, it was exciting to watch. They were playing. I love watching ladies golf. It's just pure.
Yeah, man.
I love it. So shout out to them. None of my picks worked out.
Mine came in third.
Lizette. Oh yeah, I did have quarter two though. But Lizette, shout out to you. We'll see what happens.
She will be on the show one day.
Yeah, one day. Let's go to the Live. The Live, how do you say it? It's with the A?
Adelaide.
Gooch.
My man Gooch.
For the win. Hey, man, he jumped out there quick, too.
Mm-hmm.
You see some of his scoring. Like, that second day, I was like, golly, like, what happened?
He didn't give a fuck.
The crazy part about this tournament, it was like the waste management. There was music on every hole. And did you see the hole-in-one?
Bruh. They threw so much beer and water out that motherfucker. I thought the players were going to drown.
They were yelling wild shit, too.
Yeah.
Wild shit to them.
But it was packed. Every day was packed out there.
It was. Mm-hmm. Shout out to that. And they said they had gained some momentum from the players performing like they did at the Masters.
Yep.
And so they've gained some viewership. Their TV numbers were better. Their streaming numbers are have been there because you can stream it online and using the app too, and watching on YouTube too, right? So they're getting some viewership there. Man, just shout out to the game of golf. I don't care what division you're
Let's
in.
grow.
Golf is golf. It is what it is. It looked like a lot of fun. I would have been there. We would have been there partying and shit too. Because
we would have been lakeside.
Yeah. Again,
I want to see options in golf, man. It's this what we've been kind of talking about, man. If I don't like what I'm seeing on one, one channel, I want to be able to go to another one and see something that's more competitive, in either way.
Yep.
So
well, speaking of live,
is there enough market share long term for both?
Yes. Because the fact is, and people always talk about, well, when you say NBA and NFL, well, that's a whole organization. But they have so many teams. I can watch the Broncos and not watch anybody else, or watch the Jets and not watch anybody else. When it comes to PGA, all you get is the PGA. No more, no less. They barely show college. They barely, unless you stay up at midnight, they show ladies.
Yeah.
And we all know DP got bought by the PGA to kind of compensate for the live, but we know the DP sucks.
Yeah, fair.
So yes, it's the market share, and it showed this weekend when you watch PGA and nobody's out there, and it was garbage, an exhibition, and you watch live and they was out there having fun. It was packed out there.
Man, they was in Australia. Those cats know how to party.
Yeah,
yes, they do.
Yes, they do. I kind of wanted to be out there with them. That shit looked fun. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Well, let's see if this week is any
hey,
more
instead
fun.
of weights next year, let's go to Australia for their next tournament.
Maybe.
I don't want to get y'all in trouble. My bad.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's.
Live is headed to.
We're gonna have to get him. We're gonna have to get him on Southwest.
That was like in Arizona.
Southwest go there.
South,
can I get that Southwest? Can I get that anytime airfare $49?
Yes, thank you.
They don't look Australia, bro.
Damn.
Well, I wonder if they make it to Singapore. Suge, what is going on in Singapore? What live tournament is going on this week?
Man, we got that Sentosa, the live Sentosa, and it's going to be at the Sentosa Golf Club in Singapore. Par of 71. 7,406 yards. So let's talk about our picks and who we think is gonna pull it in this weekend.
I'm gonna roll with Brooks. My sleeper is Patrick Reed. He's been playing decent golf too. So even though Patrick Reed, they showed. I'm gonna tell you a story about Patrick Reed. So after he won his Masters, he bought this special Porsche. There's only one or only so many made. And then
it was like 12 made or something like that.
And people saw it and it was totaled. I don't know what happened to this fucking car, but it was totaled and showed up with a salvage title. So who knows what happened? But shout out to him to enjoy that money, that win, and to be able to wreck that car. That was just something special from Patrick Reed.
Patrick Reed was who I was going to pick. Is it going?
Yeah.
Y'all getting Suge mad right now.
I'm going to take Reed.
Hey, good luck with that.
Take Abraham Answer or Harold Varner. One of those three will win.
Whoa.
HV3. I got Dustin Johnson. I got DJ, Cam Smith, or HV3.
Okay. Chachi.
I was looking at Brooks. I thought Brooks was my guy. And then if not Brooks, I like Answer.
Nice. Suge.
I'm actually gonna go with Brooks. I think that he's ready to, start winning some of these tournaments out there. And then I'm gonna go with someone. I don't know, man.
Patrick Reed.
No, I'm not going with fucking Patrick Reed's punk ass.
While he thinking, did you get my
No, that's
my
it.
picture?
I'm going with Brooks. That's it.
What picture?
A Far Side.
Oh, ain't that
wow?
Yeah, they coming to town.
Yeah, I did. I saw that shit.
Hey, guess what?
You didn't respond. I didn't know if you saw it or not.
I don't know if I saw it or if I blocked all of that from all my devices.
You should bring Stacey with you.
It wouldn't happen.
I know she'll redeem you, and you'll feel better about it. She'll shit on them niggas, and you'll be like, "Yeah, nigga,
Yeah, you got to get through your pain, bro. You got to get through your PTSD.
20 years later, I got y'all ass back.
I have no pain with those niggas.
Yeah, you can go knock. Hey, you can go knock on their door and be holding Stacey's hand, and be like, "Try and take this one, niggas."
Wow, true, but none of them. But
Y'all some fools, man.
And so you know, it wasn't my fault. That was all Chachi.
Whoa.
He even said, he's like, "Oh, send this to your relative." I'm like, "Oh,
wow."
Oh, he threw you under the bus like that, fam? Like, whoa.
Right? I don't know if it went down like that, but even if it did, you a buster for characterizing.
Ran you over, man. He was like, whoa. That's all right, man.
How did we go from Patrick Reed to the far side, man?
He did, because we were done picking.
He brought it up.
Yeah, it was done with it.
Because you were taking too long to get your second pick.
No, I'm just going with one. Fuck it.
Okay.
Fuck
Hey,
it. We'll do it.
Shout out to Harold Varner. Hey, he rocking that Jordan shit hard. I got to give it to him and Bubba. That shit's hard right there. I give it to him.
Did you see how much these cats made for this tournament?
A lot.
God damn. They said, the winner Taylor Gooch got like $4 million. He had only made $9 million in his whole career, and he's already made like, I think it was $12 million this year. And then I was looking, and like the 11th, there was a gang of people tied for 11th place. They got as much as the second or third place team in the PGA people got. Yeah, 11th place.
That's another reason you should like to live too, because you can fuck around and go PGA and never do live and not win no shit, and you're going to have a job after your career.
Yeah, fuck it.
You're going to have to get a job. But you go to live, they set you up as soon as you get there.
I'm gonna go.
And you get to have fun
partying.
Yeah. But even if they didn't get no money up front,
Gooch is loose.
They getting paid just in the tournaments alone.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey man, shout outs to Tyler, to Mr. Gooch, man, Taylor Gooch, for taking.
I don't like saying his name.
Why?
It's just the area between.
For not fucking up a 10-shot lead.
He's a pick on Arnold Jackson.
Just when you say Gooch, I feel like you go into the wrong area of the body.
Uh-oh. You don't remember the Gooch from the Different Strokes? That was Arnold's
name. I do. I remember the Gooch. Yeah.
The Gooch.
What are you talking about, Willis?
That's old school. He went back to Different Strokes with the Gooch. I know what you was talking about, Suge, though. You was like the little area, YouTube book, the little area. You a little close. It's your bridge right there. You got
between the Ruda and the Tuda. Between the Ruda and the Tuda.
It's the taint.
The taint.
Well, you hope that it ain't.
Well, shout out to the.
I don't need no ass.
No, man.
Hey, shout out to the live.
Hey. My taco shop going close.
You don't lick the runway.
2 things I don't fuck with: feet and assholes.
It's not the asshole.
No. Because if you wipe wrong, you still in the asshole.
Don't kiss the bridge.
No. Now you got sweet juices and ass taste on the same throat.
Use baby wipes. Use baby wipes.
But if she wiping the wrong way, she don't use baby wipes. You already know that.
That's unhygienic.
You right. That's why I don't go down there like that.
Well, speaking of holes, let's go to. Let's hit that.
What if it was this long though?
No, I'm done.
You lick the first half?
Done.
He said, would you lick the first half? Hey, what if that motherfucker was this long?
Yeah. I want half. Go halfway.
She got a slip and slide gooch. What the fuck?
Let's go to the 19th hole.
And I'm looking at a gimme.
Hey man, this 19th hole. Huh? What'd you say?
19th hole, and I'm looking at a bridge.
19 inches.
Don't let him on the show no more, bro.
Oh man, I'm
no, he's part of the show.
Hey, so,
y'all are some fools, man.
So this 19th
even Chip
hole,
says,
yeah. Wow. if you were part of a music group, any music group, your favorites can be rap, hip hop, rock, pop, anything. What group would you be a part of? Suge, you're up.
El DeBarge.
No, I think if I was Chip, I think Chip would answer that question and say that he would be in Hall and Oates.
Oh, shit.
Facts.
And
Facts.
then I think if I could be, you know what, man, if I could be in any group, there's some cats who I think really had fun in hip hop, and it was the Beat Nuts and the Alcoholics. Those are two crews that I probably would want to roll with just to experience the shit that they brought to the culture.
I would say you'd be dead, but you already smoke a lot, so we okay. So
Yeah.
you would be fine.
Is what
You'd
it
still
is.
be here.
All right, let's go with Chachi.
Menudo.
I'd have to roll with Snoop just to get the weed, but no, actually, I'll talking about little people, I'm gonna go with the Ghetto Boys. I'm gonna roll with
shit.
Scarface, Bushwick, and Willie D.
Okay, I like it. Okay.
Okay.
Why you fucking say Menudo, dog? Why?
You know y'all light skin. Y'all can pass for Puerto Rican and Mexican.
Oh man. You could have, man. Come on,
Booger. What group are you in?
Bismarck, you got a group?
You. Me myself. On my R&B side, I'm a Jagged Edge cat. I be in Jagged Edge getting down like.
with how many braids?
That what?
With how many braids?
He said what?
I'm on that Jagged Edge.
He don't go to his high voice.
What? Yeah, he did. He went to his high voice.
Jagged Edge. I mean,
he said Jagged Edge. He said what?
That nigga went falsetto on you.
Comedy, man.
Yeah, I'm going Jagged Edge for me. I'm going Jagged Edge.
Okay, Marcus.
R&B, you know who it is. You already know who it is. It's Jodeci. And hip hop group, Far Side, because I heard they took niggas bitches.
Oh wow! Wow.
That's wrong. You wrong for that. You wrong for that.
Wow. He got me.
Y'all ain't shit, man.
That's fucked
Goodness
up.
gracious.
But you know what on his list until we start talking about it.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all ain't shit. Y'all are fucking comedy.
That's Marcus. Don't say y'all.
I'm a go with Tribe Called Quest for sure. Like it was just my favorite. I think I fit their vibe. R&B, I'd probably be like Belle Biv DeVoe, maybe Boyz II Men shit, because
I was gonna roll New Edition, but
yeah, New Edition be cool. But I want the New Edition with the curl because I had a fresh ass curl when I was young. That shit was nice. Ass curl. Yes.
Your curl was fresh Friday through Sunday, but Monday through Thursday, it was dry.
Yeah, that's true.
Come
That's
on.
true.
you gotta save on
Oh, wait.
juice.
But that was all of us though.
Yeah, he laughing. That's not. I know how curls were.
I should file a lawsuit against my mother for that shit because that's what a curl gets you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Curl ceiling gone.
That's what a curl gets you.
You too much activated on your head.
Hey, did y'all use the Duke or did you use Sport and Waves? What did y'all use?
Oh, nigga, I had a carefree curl with rollers, nigga.
Nigga.
That's why.
Yo, that's why.
We had S curls and Dukes.
Yeah, S curls. Yeah.
Like I had to sit down with rollers under a dryer and all that
shit. Curl naturally.
That's a Menudo.
Yeah.
I love your mom because you family, but she fucked your shit up,
man. Then they would make niggas sleep with curl bags on, and let that shit stew.
That's the chemicals, man. Them chemicals.
I ain't even gonna lie though. That curl bag was a miracle though. It would
Put
snap
the
your
girl
shit
back
back
on
and
and
it'd
keep
be
that acid in
nice.
there.
But you get that airstream.
Hey, what Deion say? Deion Sanders say? It might have looked wet.
But it was dry.
Yeah,
But it was dry.
Mhm.
Follow the drip. Follow the drip. Follow the
Oh
drip.
shit!
I had an
Hey,
uncle
man.
that had a curl for a long time, man. It took him a while to let that shit go.
Soul
A
Glow.
long, and we talking like at least into 2000.
Oh, we did too.
Oh.
Ken had a curl for a long time, bruh.
The nigga
Ken
that did
Patterson.
the one that took my mom took me to, it was a dude. His name was Jeff. He was a friend of our family, but that nigga had that soul glow. His curl came down to here. Like, he had
There's a few
He had a veteran curl.
there's a
He had
few
a
left.
veteran
There's a
curl.
few dinosaurs left.
Wait,
No.
Marcus said that like Jeff looked like old boy who killed Ricky in Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
Yep. That kind of shit.
So where I teach, we have a lot of Middle Eastern Chaldeans from Iraq. They are bringing it back, like the real shit.
No,
But it's probably no chemicals though. It's probably just their, it's probably just their hair, man. They just
They going and getting perms, like straight
they
up
getting
perms.
perms?
They are.
And wearing the curls.
I'd be doing just like you, but shaking my head. Like
Shout out.
Well, the chemicals are better now than they were back in the day.
Sure.
Shout out to G Perico. He's still rocking a curl for real.
Yeah,
that's not okay.
Out in LA.
That's not a shout out.
Man,
that's not a shout out,
man. He's doing his thing, man. Fuck it. And
I might go get a piece. Would y'all go get a piece with the curl?
What you say?
I'm gonna wait till one of our friends gets married. We have a couple remaining cats. I'm gonna do that.
What you say, Chip?
I'm gonna show up to somebody's wedding with a straight curl, like a curl piece.
Get a trans
in blackface.
No, I'm just gonna show up beige. I'm gonna show up beige with the curl.
It should be wet. You should have like all dripping on your face and shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna come in there with the bottle
and just be spraying it.
Yeah,
I'm saying, Chip, that's some blackface shit.
No, man, this is me. This is sugar talking, man. Chip would go in there just chilling. Might rock a mullet.
Shoot, man. I'd be part of Kool and the Gang and Earth, Wind and Fire, like the old 70s niggas, because they had their chest hair out. Booger, you be in on that shit for sure.
Yes, sir. I'm talking Lionel Richie without getting beat by your girl type of shit.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
It's true.
Lionel Richie got his ass whipped by 3 wives, bro.
You gonna put his business out there in the
street? He put his business out. When he said hello, he was calling the cops.
Hang that phone up.
I'm done with this nigga, dude. This guy.
It's me.
This guy here. This guy.
Said, hello. And y'all probably said, "Is it me you looking for?" He's like, "No, it's me. I need the help for."
A funny story about that dude.
She hit me in the eye.
Father and them went to elementary school and junior high school with that dude, and they used to make fun of him because he carried an instrument to school.
Oh shit!
Shit, that instrument paid the fuck off.
I was say, I hope Ella be fucked up.
Shit, so did.
Get his ass whooped back there too.
Shit, I would take an ass whooping.
You got drumsticks. I got a trumpet.
Yeah.
Hey man,
I would take that ass whooping for them millions.
Shout out to all them musical niggas. I appreciate that. Mint Condition, cats like that. I could fit in there. Play the drums, do all that shit. But Joe,
you too dark for Mint Condition.
Oh, ain't that?
You too dark for Mint Condition.
Whoa.
Too dark.
He can play bass.
You and Chachi can be Mint Condition.
You could just play bass.
Brown eyes, I know you see, girl. It's a despite the way you look me, the way you see me.
The wheels have fallen off. You guys know. This dude is playing bass, and these two are singing. I love it. So that wraps up our 19th hole. That segment was great. We're gonna get a lot of feedback on that. But let's get into our best segment of the week.
Hey.
What are you hating on this week? We had no feedback except for why don't you Negroes put out any new episodes, and we had a technical difficulty, and your mom was not over here playing IT specialist, so we'll give you something to talk about this week. So anyone in the house got some hate? I got some hate this week.
I got a little hate too, but anybody else?
It's my same old leadership bitches that don't want to step up and do their damn job, and they too much of a bitch to step up and say something. So like, there's a conflict, and they don't want to actually deal with it. So they try to avoid it and hope it's just gonna go away. And eventually it has to come to a head. So I'm gonna see when I get to go to this meeting on Tuesday. I'm gonna see if I can make it come to a head.
Is this with football?
Huh?
Is this with football?
Uh-huh.
Which is sad because men handle conflict by just saying what they feel when it comes to shit like that.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's bitch move.
Bitch move.
My hate is, it's kind of simple, and I don't want to be on the Suge train here, but I've never used Uber Eats before. So I'm doing my business around the house because M.Dot's coming this weekend, so cleaning up, and I'm like, oh shit, I haven't eaten. I get on Uber Eats to order me some lobster mac and cheese, and why the fuck my Uber Eats cost as much as my fucking food do? The fuck y'all doing around here? And you wonder why motherfuckers don't tip you, because they already paid an arm and a leg for you to fucking drive and get their food. It makes no sense to me. And this is why I've never used them before, because I just go get my shit and go bring it back home.
And I understand that anyway.
Huh?
They be eating out your shit anyway in the car.
Bruh.
They gotta pay for life insurance. You heard about that dude in Florida?
I don't give a fuck.
Killed and dismembered an Uber Eats cat.
That shit's factual. Them people be eating out your food.
No, I feel you, Marcus.
YouTube it. You'll see the motherfuckers be eating.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Take your drink and pour water in it. Your shit be watered down.
I feel you. And
Chachi had his fried rice and then like smoothed it over and made it look fluffy again. Like he had the whole thing.
And Chachi, your key word to your shit, Chachi, was Florida. We all know Florida's already they're the 57th state. They already fucked up.
He's nuts.
So I was just so pissed. I mean, my food was hot. Can't be mad about that. And it didn't look like nobody ate out of it. It looked good. But the meal cost $13 and my Uber Eats was $17. And they wanted a tip.
This is what I don't understand, man. Like this is purely for lazy motherfuckers. I'm sorry, man, but all this Uber Eats shit and all this and all that, get the fuck in your ride and go pick the shit up. Or go to somewhere where they have a delivery service.
And that's with it. I've always gone to get my food. The only reason I use it today because it was 6:45. And after I got done cleaning the house and shit, I'm like, I'm not gonna have time to get something to eat. Okay, what's close by? And I was craving lobster mac and cheese.
It sounds good.
So Nicolosi's, I was like, okay, they'll Uber Eats it. I should have went to McDonald's. That's what should have happened.
And you should have signed up for used another email and got a free Uber Eats delivery.
They give you. This is the first time I used Uber Eats. They give you free delivery.
You should have got something for free.
I didn't get shit. Well, you know what? Hater of the week. Fuck Uber for not getting my free delivery.
Yeah, they got your ass.
Unless my daughter used my shit, I didn't know about it.
Hey, sometimes that could happen too.
My hate of the week is grown motherfucking men. It's kind of like Chachi's, a little different, but if you got something to say something about somebody, why don't you say it to that person?
Yeah.
Don't go smiling in the motherfucker's face after you done said something like you cool, but you done went and said some shit that it comes back and you won't. If you ain't got something to say it to the person. Be a man. Because if I got something to say to you, I'm going to say it to you. And you don't have to like it. It won't be lies. You want to like it. But man, I'm going to come to you and I'm going to bring it to you and we're going to talk about it. But, and this ain't no fighting shit. I ain't talking about, I ain't talking about no fighting shit. I'm just saying, if you got something to say about somebody or say you got a problem, go speak to the man to man. That's what man to man is. Have a conversation.
Yeah, you ain't got to like it and you ain't got to like me, but I'm going to be honest with you.
Have a conversation about it and resolve it like men without fighting, like two responsible individuals, two human beings. That shit pisses me off. You got to hear it secondhand and then you stand in their face after you've heard what they've said and you just stand there talking, having a casual conversation and they said what they said and then they act like everything's all good. Like, like nothing happened. Motherfucker, I know what you just did. You're going to stand here in my face like you didn't say what you said.
Shit, I feel that. Shit.
Yep. And now with HR and EEOC and all that, or EEO, whatever, all that HR shit, you got to be careful how you move around people, because the slightest thing they'll run it up the chain on you.
Right.
Lie to my face. Ooh.
So now you gotta just kind of swallow it.
Booger over there starting his own group.
That's how we got a call. We got a call from the school today from the counselor, because my daughter and her friend or ex-friend, they just weren't getting along or whatever. They wasn't going to fight or nothing. They, guess the girl was talking about my daughter or whatever, and she just confronted her on it, just like you said. And all of a sudden, and she was like, I just don't want to be your friend anymore, and left it at that. All of a sudden, he went to the principal, the counselor, and it's like, why did it go to all that? And I was trying to explain to my wife, I said, because if they don't do all of that, and then it turns into bullying or school shooting or this, that, or the other, suicide, right? So now, just like you're saying, HR got to chase every little thing, and it got to go up that ladder just to be safe.
You know what?
I was
part
tasked,
of that shit too.
And to tell you, I was tasked to do something, to help out, and dude was like, well, where's Marcus? I ain't seen him. He just came into town. The same old guy that stirs the pot and just causing trouble, not knowing that I've been asked to do something else to help out where we need a little help until we get people through orientation. And you talking shit and don't even know that I've been asked to do something. That's what I was doing. And then turn around and want to talk shit about it.
Does this old dude work? Do you work for this old dude?
No, he works for us, but he's just.
And that's my point.
He stirs the pot every.
That's my point. Do your job and don't worry about somebody else's shit.
Every chance to get, and I don't even need him around. And so, what I've done is I created something in Teams, and so now, you know where I'm at and what I'm doing. I'm, what I'm saying, hey, if you guys need me, I'm this, that, and the other. And I put him in it because what he said was, I haven't been able to get a hold of him. And then somebody asked him, what, did you call or text him? And he said, no. And dude was like, well, how are you trying to get a hold of him? How can you not get a hold of him? If you ain't
yelling at
him. Hey. So now I put him in this thing. So if he ever says that again, everyone's gonna be like, well, hey, he's mentioned stuff in here and you're in the same chat. You know what I mean? So he can't say this shit no more. And that's how I got to go about it now, because of the human resources aspect of it. I don't want to be sitting in somebody's office because I hurt somebody's feelings.
But that benefits you.
Yeah, all you got to do nowadays is hurt somebody's feelings.
Yep, and you'll be fucked.
Yep.
Damn.
But I was just gonna say this too, man. Like the situation that what you were talking about, Chachi, is like the reason. I think part of the reason too is this whole everybody gets a motherfucking ribbon culture. You know what I mean? Where kids don't have to face any kind of loss. Like, and I'm not saying loss in terms of like your family members and this and that. Like, you got to go up against things where it's not going to go your fucking way, because that's how life is. The way that a lot of these parents are teaching their kids these days is like, oh, we'll just fix it. We'll just fucking buy something. We'll fix it for you. I saw this one. I saw this little thing on Instagram the other day, and this little girl was she was mad, and her mom was recording her, and she asked the daughter, well, why are you mad? And the daughter said, well, you make me look like I work at Kroger. And the mom was like, okay, well, what happened? Let's talk about, why you have a grocery bag instead of a lunchbox. And the little girl ended up losing her lunchbox because she wasn't responsible. And her mom was telling her, well, okay, well, now you're going to look like a Kroger worker then every day until you earn back that goddamn lunchbox. But I appreciated the mom for doing that, because she's setting it up, that girl, for success later in life. You see what I'm saying?
No, you're right. I mean, my senior econ class, the class you have to have to graduate, we are 2/3 of the way through. 27 of 61 have a D or an F. So they either they're not passing, or they're really close to not passing. Every one of them are missing 30 days so far this semester, or have like 29%, because no one has ever, like you said, made there actually be a consequence. And now it's in the position where I'm going to be the one that has to teach them what a consequence is, because they're not going to graduate, because I'm not going to change their grade if they didn't earn it. And so I've been telling admin for months.
And by law, aren't they required to be in school a certain amount of days?
So that over the years, they've changed that. It used to be if they missed 10 days of my class, I could say, you're not passing. You haven't been here enough to learn. I'm not allowed to do that anymore. So I have to always have a way for them to make it up or whatever. So now everyone just focuses on, did they do the work? Even if they did the work, they want to do it 6 weeks late. And so you have to have everything in your syllabus. Like, I'm not taking it after this point, blah, 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 blah. But then there's always this pressure. Oh, the kid's not going to graduate. So I started like 2-3 months ago with these kids. Like, look, these kids aren't going to graduate. They're not passing. Y'all better do something. Y'all better do something.
Yeah.
So
welcome to 2024. Welcome to 2024, and you will be welcome back in this school until you can fucking graduate. Yeah.
I'll see you next year.
And I'm talking, I'm not even like trying to make it so kids don't graduate. That's not the point. Like, it's like classwork rather than homework. It's, you can use your notes on the test. I mean, it's simple.
Yeah.
It's simple. And they just don't even do that.
Something funny, just some funny shit, man.
Everybody gets a ribbon.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is some funny shit though. When I was a freshman in high school, there was some motherfucker that was like 20.
Whoa. Hey, he was chilling.
He was a motherfucker. He was fucking 20, dog. Like, he was old as fuck. And he got, I don't know what this motherfucker's doing over here.
Putting something together or something over here.
Whoever's coming over, man. He over there just.
Ain't that kind of like that No Child Left Behind shit Bush did?
So I'm happy that I was just teaching that to my AP students, because we're finishing up the curriculum. And luckily, a lot of that No Child Left Behind stuff is gone, because it doesn't make sense that test scores are supposed to perpetually go up, even though I'm testing different kids and stuff like that. But what that did, honestly, is it made it so that during that period of education, we were teaching basically to the test. Like, this is how you take one of these tests. It's only about math and science. Don't worry about anything else, because that's all.
They can't figure shit out. That's the problem with these motherfuckers. They can't figure shit out.
And I have to give it to Chachi, because we talk about, and since we golf so much, we just talk random shit all the time. And most of our random shit is arguing back and forth about stupid shit, but it's a healthy arguing. But when we start talking about school, it's not like he's a hard teacher. He gives you chances. He's like, okay, if you're trying, you'll be okay. If you're actually giving effort, he's going to pass you. But if you give no effort, why should I help you and you're not helping yourself?
You can't push.
I'm going to rephrase that a little bit just to make sure it's clear. If you're trying, there's a path for you to earn a passing grade. I'm not giving you shit. But if you're going to work hard, I'll have tutorials. There's different things we can do to help you get to that point.
Yeah.
But most kids don't even show up to start. So
yeah. You can't push kids through fucking school, man. They got to actually learn shit.
And the biggest thing, how many phone calls have I got from these senior parents?
None.
And it's funny because we had this player on football. He was the best running back, and I was a running back coach. Best running back on the team. This dude, he was that lower tier D1 player. If he applied himself, he'd be D1 top tier. He was that good. Like, he can catch, run, fast, juke, everything. Never showed up to fucking class, ever. Ever. And no matter how many talks you had with him, he'd say, he'd talk like, yes, I got you, coach. I got you. I got you.
It wasn't more important.
He would show up a couple of days and
he wouldn't have come to my class.
Yeah. I'd be like, is he showing up? Nope. What the fuck? Oh, he was late, or he just didn't give a damn. I'm like, bruh, you have everything it takes to be taking your family to the next level, and you just don't care.
Well, it's either you want it or not. Like, it's part of the deal, man.
And to loop it around, that's why we don't see golf growing at the younger levels, because it takes hard work and overcoming. Yeah. I've been shooting in the 80s for however long, and I'm trying to break 80, and I just can't do it. And a lot of them kids would have just gave up already. They wouldn't keep trying.
Mm-hmm. But golf is like crack.
Yeah,
it takes one good shot.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said cocaine because you got half white in you.
No, that's for Chip.
Oh, my bad.
What I'm hating on this week, I'm not gonna lie. So I've seen some niggas that don't know when to let their hair go, and I've seen some hairlines and some grow outs, and there
Marcus,
has
he
to be a
talking to you.
time. There's got to be a time. No, Marcus, he shaves his shit.
say,
He knows.
I'm not cutting my hair until the end of this project.
I'm just fucking with him. I'm not shaving mine till
Ooh,
tomorrow
that shit
night.
gonna be hanging out on the sides.
I'm going for goddamn Hemsley. What's his name?
Sherman Hemsley. You gonna be like George
Sherman
Jefferson?
Hemsley.
Hunter
George
Hemsley.
Jefferson.
Hey,
George
if you
Jefferson.
go to the barbershop and you only got 2 strands of hair and you tell them to cut and line your shit up, hey man, you gonna take the punishment because I'm gonna talk about your shit. I ain't
Like
even gonna
Snoop.
lie to you. It's really bad. Snoop Dogg shit
Snoop shit's
is leaving him. His shit is getting like Stevie Wonder.
Did you say leaving him?
He
Yeah,
done left.
it's gone.
This shit, stop.
That nigga
Let
got
that.
eight. That nigga got eight.
Your brain can't be down here, but it start right here.
That nigga don't
If
got
you
no
look
forehead.
bald when you look in the mirror,
He got a 7 head.
He
It's
got a
going
shag. He got a shag dreads.
This shit
It's
is
going the wrong way.
the shit is out of hand. Just at some point you just gotta let it go, and it just means that your testosterone and everything. It just happens, bro. Like it's just part of it. But for you to go sit in a barber chair, and it's fucked up. These barbers will actually take your money and fade up 2 strands of hair.
I would.
Like really cut your shit into like whatever you say because you're paying
Customer service.
Make it nice
you're
and
gonna get
neat.
up.
hey,
That shit.
my boy, my next door neighbor, he going to Turkey to get his hair did.
Whoa.
Oh, he's gonna go save some money. He's gonna spend all that money to go over there just
And
to
get
save
plugs.
some money.
Hey,
When he
Let
can
it
do it.
go.
But then on the other side, on the flip side of the coin, I'd be mad because some of these brothers who do got hair don't know what the fuck they doing with their hair.
They don't.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's fair.
This ain't coming to America. You okay with more than just juices and berries?
That'll be $35.
Man. Well, it's tough.
Hey,
out
I
there.
saw this hair piece this dude is talking about, and it was brutal.
Brutal.
It looked like the Arizona desert.
Hey, and he got it faded up. It was faded into a mohawk, and that shit was bad.
And it was missing.
Missing.
It was missing. You couldn't even call it. It was missing the W in Hawk.
And this is the thing that's crazy about it. So to tell you that we're not even the type to talk shit behind your back. We asked him a question about his hair. Hey, did you go to the barber and get that? And he sat there in our group and told us,
he's proud.
Hey, I went to the barber and I pay. That's how it works. I pay and he does what I tell him to do.
Yeah,
And
he
I
felt like
said,
this.
hey,
I control him.
I said, hey, bro, the next time you go to the barber, let me know so I can bump that nigga's hand so that shit can just go ahead and go forward and then take it on off. It's time. It's time, brother.
How many? If I was a barber and that dude like that came in, I'm encouraging. You need a beard trim. You need, motherfucker don't even have a beard,
bro. I'm just it just is just like the folks and the reality of things. Like, and you see people. I've seen my uncle, man, Uncle Chester, man. He had waves and they were wrapped around, but it was because they were wrapped around. It was long down here, and then my mom would wrap it around and pin it, so it looked like he had a full head of waves and shit.
Yes,
but
yes,
when I walked in on that time, and she had let it down, and it was down to his back because he would wrap it, and I said, "Lord Jesus, what is going on here?"
All bald here.
Yep,
hair down to here.
He took the front and he took the back and put it in the front.
And she would wrap that, and you couldn't even tell. It looked like he had spinning waves. And I was like, damn, Uncle Chester got spinning waves until that day.
Until they took the toothpicks out, like whatever the fuck.
It was the bobby pins holding it right there.
Yes.
You see the bobby pin. It was tough. So, man, shout out, man. Even my dad, because he was a barber, he was like, hey, at some point, niggas gotta let it go. And I seen him tell many a cats when I was young in that barbershop. Hey, bro, this line is back here, bro. You got about 2 more times here.
Yeah, I'll never forget the conversation, man, I had with my cousin. He was being real. He was just like, man, we just can't do it anymore. It's just like you just gotta let it go. You gotta let it go.
Part to me is black people. Black people look good bald headed, so
No, I have another cousin he does not look good bald headed, man, because he looks like a fucking Shar-Pei.
He said black people. He said black people.
He is black.
All black?
Yes, motherfucker.
Well, we asking because you got a cousin with beads.
Yeah, but they were black too. What the fuck is wrong with you?
We don't know what kind of black cousins you only got a few black.
Have you ever seen white people with braids or with beads that's not in Jamaica?
Brooke Shields?
She don't count.
Oh, you asked me a question. We don't know when it comes to your blackness sometimes. So we asking.
Well, I guess Chip will make sure we're clear.
Is that okay? We good.
So I'm actually just gonna hate real quick.
Okay.
Motherfuckers that are, I have a problem with people that if you are at an event and you're at the let out and people are trying to get out and there's limited ways to get out and you're in a straight path and you're letting people in and someone just comes over from some crazy way and it starts honking at you and shit, trying to get in your fucking space when you have already been letting people in and shit. So I'm hating on motherfuckers who can't follow just simple rules when it comes to getting out of a fucking parking lot. It shouldn't be, there's not 20 fucking lanes to get out of a fucking, to get out of a parking lot. There's like 3 or 4, maybe 6 at the most. And these motherfuckers are all over the place trying to, put a fucking round peg in a square hole. Shit don't work that way.
How big is the hole?
It depends. So you
can get a round peg in a square hole, but you can't get a square peg in a round hole.
I'm just saying.
You
try it.
Enough.
Try it.
Enough.
Try it.
I can get a round peg in a flat hole.
Stop. That's why I was saying stop.
Try
it. Where we at? Go to the next one.
You guys did it on the runway?
This shit just don't make no sense. That's what I'm trying to say.
Control your peoples.
I'm just trying to say it don't make no sense, man. That's all I'm saying.
The runway is a bump stop.
You get what I'm saying. What I'm just saying is it just doesn't make any sense, man. I know what I said.
I'm with you, Suge, but these two motherfuckers over here, they going nasty now.
Oh, I know.
Well,
of all people, to call someone nasty.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that
you talking about me?
What the hell was you over there building?
Yeah, we heard you.
What are you building
just now? What you doing?
Oh,
you. We heard some banging.
Oh no, my leg hit the shit. My desk. So it should.
That wasn't it.
It's an earthquake, motherfucker.
You're hammering.
I don't know what's going on.
No, because if there was an earthquake, Chachi's screen would be shaking too.
He lives across the swing for the weekend.
Oh,
he live across the street. He wouldn't have felt ours over here.
For his little person swing, like woo.
I'm done. I'm done with y'all, man.
Yeah.
Let's go to the golf gig and sauna weekend. The golf gig and sauna week is brought to you by Golf Gents. They have the dopest golf gear for the weekend golfer. Head over to www.golfgents.com.
We're almost done. Oh, my bad.
You're good. The golf gig and sauna of the week. Oh, okay.
The second golf of the week. Okay. The dog ready to go out, and he know the time limit on here.
Okay, sorry. Yeah,
Now I will tell you about the song though. Because you asked me to pick a song, and I don't even like really new today's music. I don't really vibe to it, so I'm always listening to like 90s hip hop and R&B. But a couple of weeks ago, this song I heard it, and just the production of the song caught my ear, and I actually sent it to Boog, and I was like, "Yo, listen to this. I've never heard of this group, but this production is pretty dope." Then I quickly looked up the group, and I sent him back a message maybe 5 minutes later, like, never mind. It's just this one song. and then when I sent
cool, but all the other songs was trash.
Yeah. And then I sent it to E, and I was like, okay, I like the song, but it's got a really long intro and a really long interlude. But when it gets to the horns, it's fire.
Yeah, and I had to forward a little bit to get to the part so we can play it on this show, right? So here we go. It's the Avalanches, Because I'm Me, It's pretty dope. So here we go. Hey, I don't blame you, Chachi, for going and trying to find their catalog because that shit kind of goes right, and the production, the lyrics was all right and shit, right, and it had a feel. But then I could see how you could get suckered and being like, I done fired up their catalog and this shit ain't shit. So
it's garbage.
What say you guys about Because I'm Me? Marcus, what'd you think?
Whoa, Marcus.
Hated it.
I would have to hear more. That one wasn't getting me.
Now that catalog is garbage. I just like
then y'all say the catalog is garbage. So now, I don't know.
Yeah, that song was good, but the catalog, the whole shit is their whole album's garbage and their back shit's garbage. But that song was on fire. And if you watch the video, the little kid that was singing, and it was cutting off in here. But go look at the video and watch it and skip to the beginning part because it is long. But when they start playing, that shit's on point, bro.
The little black Michael Jackson, man.
Yeah,
it was.
And that lady wasn't shit, dog. That lady wasn't shit. That little dude was sitting there trying to, confess his love for her. And she was all Brooklyn. Oh, you ain't. This ain't for you. That ain't right, man. That little dude was out there trying to do his best, shooting his shot.
Hey, send Marcus the song, just that song.
It's in the notes. You can see the video, and the video is cool. I put the video out there, and I saw the video, and then I was like, okay. And actually, the video was kind of cool.
I can actually hear it too because it sounds different here,
right?
Than if I play it on something that's got some bass and
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
If
you listen to it like in your car, you like, oh, this shit pumping.
Fair thumbs down. I'd have to listen to it on something that's got a better sound quality because that's what he said. The production of it was good.
Yeah, but don't listen to nothing else because it's gonna ruin your day.
It's just something different, because I feel like there's so much copycat and stuff. It's just something different that caught my ear,
I fucks with it.
What I will say, man, is that the dude kind of reminded me of like the Camp Low, like a whole Camp Low vibe. So I was intrigued by that. I will say that the song was decent. I'm gonna say I really didn't hate it or love it. I'm just going in the middle.
Okay.
And I felt him on a Camp Low vibe. And when I listened to the production and his lyrics and that song with a little kid, throw a different twist to it, I loved it. But if you get the next song, then you're gonna be hating everything. so it's kind of eating a great meal and your dessert's fucked up.
Oh shit, fair.
It ruins your night.
Hey, shout out to the Avalanches, man. We're not hating overall, but the song was decent. The video was better. It was solid. I enjoyed that theatric in the video, so it was great. Hey, we're at that time of the show where we can give our final shout outs and get on up out of here. The MacBook has made it through, so I'm excited about that. So let's go around and give the shout outs. Chachi, what you got?
Thanks for having me on again. Shout out to the family for I hear him out there for letting me be here.
Wait. He giving the shout outs, but last week him and Mikey was like, fuck y'all, and they're gonna make their own show. We better than Don't Be Alarmed in these Negroes.
Look at this cat. Now this is not once, but twice.
He's throwing you under the bus twice.
When we do VR or Golden Tee, you quick to go to the course and tell everybody how you beat me.
What?
You don't?
You beat me in VR. I told you I needed to get strokes. I told everybody that.
Then we put it on Pro and he was garbage.
No.
Yeah. Go ahead with your shout outs
to my family and my golf family, and I appreciate you all. And like I said, I'm feeling good because spring is in the air. So
nice. Booga, shout outs.
Shout out to y'all. Much love. Chachi, you my boy. Much love. Shout out to M. Dot. She'll be here on Friday. Nice chill weekend.
What the fuck is M. Dot?
Mind your business, not mine.
How can I not? And you put it out on a fucking show.
And you asked, and I told you, mind yours. M. Dot will be out. Arizona will be out here on Friday. Arizona.
Mind your business, but I'm still gonna put it out here on the show.
This nigga said he was cleaning. This nigga's cleaning. He's got stuff to do. She coming over.
That nigga was building something.
Arizona coming over on Friday. be here till Sunday night. So, gonna have a good relaxing weekend and just love life.
Hydrate.
Wow, you've changed, Booger. You have changed.
I don't think so.
Don't we all?
Like it?
I'll let you know next week if he's changed.
He's changed.
If we're talking about it on the podcast next week, then he's changed.
The funny part is, was we was golfing, and this dude, Chachi, was like, "You gonna let her stay in your house while you golf?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, you different now."
You see, this dude is different.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to stay at the hours in the shop until I get done.
Wow.
Every other chick be out at 5 in the morning. You got to go.
I'm gonna drop you off at this IHOP, and I'll come back. Be outside when I text you.
Make sure you give me a plate.
Hey, no. Wow. Wait, one time he brought her with us. One time he had that broad just roll with us through the whole round. The whole round.
Yes. You're not staying in my house.
Wow.
She ain't got to come with us.
Huh.
She didn't last either. She didn't last.
She lived in Rancho Cucamonga, so I
beat the traffic.
What you gonna do if you leave her at the house, and then you come back and all your socks is gone?
Oh shit! She done robbed him for his socks and went. And
well, I know she can't steal my drawers, so we okay.
Whoa!
Wow. You don't wear socks either.
Oh, Marcus. Marcus, shout outs, Lordy Jesus.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my wife and kids. Shout out to golf. Just shout out to everything. Hey, I heard Chachi said he don't listen to the newer stuff. Y'all know who Marcus Clay is?
Yes. I'll give you that.
I'll look it up.
Young dude. He's 23 years old. Marcus Clay. Go check it out. Check that dude out. That dude can flow. He can bust for real. He's only 23, so it surprises me. And my son has said he's 23. And he was like, he be rhyming for somebody so young. For every generation will always have lyricists.
Yeah.
Lyricists.
And the only reason I know him because I was flipping through the channels on Hulu, and you know the Hulu hip hop channel.
Yeah.
And they have the old school hip hop, then right after that, a couple hours later, they have like new hits, and he was on there. Yeah,
he's like a backpack rapper. He's flow, and he's out of Houston, so that even makes it crazier.
Yeah, that is crazy. What's his name again?
Marcus Clay. CLE.
We'll have to put one of his songs on the show.
Yeah,
sure enough. Right on. Suge, shout outs.
I'll be real quick, man. Shout outs to y'all fellas. Shout outs to the Hard Knock Slicers. This is almost time to get it. Hope y'all been putting that work in. Shout outs to y'all fellas, man. This is and shout outs to the listeners. This is this DBA thing. We sitting here trying to grow, and we appreciate y'all for being here. And shout outs to better motherfucking weather.
It's there. It's coming. Starting tomorrow. I love it. We're here. Shout out to the Fam Bam, Wifey Lifey. Hey, the new MacBook, we didn't have any issues. So this episode is going to reach y'all in time. The Slicers, the season's coming. Shout out to Kamish for putting it together, organizing. I think we're going to have a dinner this year, and it's going to be great with everyone, and so that'll be fun. Shout out to the CU spring game. Dion sold out, had that joint sold out, showed up. Even though you're seeing in the news that there's a lot of transfers, he had to replace a lot of Negroes, but he's got a lot of stuff coming in. But shout out to CU actually being in the news. It was the most watched spring game since 2016 on ESPN. So shout out to that shit. Hey, we coming, man. I appreciate that shit. Shout out to the listeners and viewers. Hey, we are on YouTube. Go follow and like us. It's the Don't Be Alarmed, We're Negroes pod on YouTube. Same thing on Twitter and everything. Y'all know how to reach us. Instagram, same thing. So subscribe, follow, like us, talk shit, send us hate, love us, any of those things. We like all the above. My last shout out is to the SSS. Y'all gonna say, what is the SSS? And that's sundress, sandals, and short season. We here. I appreciate it. So, and with that, yeah, man. That sundress is gonna get a lot of people in trouble. There's gonna be a lot of kids.
A lot of pregnancies in the world.
Hey, one thing I want to, on a serious note, real quick, man, I want to give a shout out and a rest in power to Mr. Harry Belafonte, man.
Yes, indeed.
That dude was an icon for a lot of people and represented, you know, and made sure that we had a voice, and that people that looked like us were visible. So, you know, shout out to that man and everything that he stood for, and the many people that he helped, you know. And when you think about it, that man had relationships, you know, with people back in the civil rights movement, and he actually would help do a lot of things that normal individuals would not do. So that was a phenomenal individual, man, and somebody that impacted all of us on this show.
Rest in peace, man. If it wouldn't have been for him,
indeed.
it would not be a lot of black sitcoms. He was the first black person that had a show on TV.
Yes, indeed.
And
man.
he was very influential to Martin Luther King. So
yes,
and
indeed.
multi-talented.
Oh yes,
for
I
sure.
mean Jesus, man, and he started. He got a start just by being, you know, in music, just by being a janitor somewhere. You know what I mean? And just
Sure.
he was able to take all those talents, and start from a very humble beginning and made a life. You know, so you can come from anywhere and do anything that you want to. It's all about your motivation and what you want to do, man. So, you know, like we tell you, we appreciate you for fucking with us on this show, because this is something that was our dream, to do something that was different, to put a different voice out there for golf, for people that look like us, man. So that's what we're here for. That's what we're doing. So, you know, as we always tell you, check in on your people, because you never know when it's going to be your last day. So, you know, appreciate y'all my brothers, man. And we on this ride together, man. So on that note, we out this motherfucker.